Name is Katie Renee, and I like to play music all day, and I love certain people so much, and one of those people is Ben Platt. Now, Ben Platt is one of the most amazing vocalists, male vocalists at least, that I have ever heard. And that's saying something, so I have heard a lot. He has been blessing us with those beautiful vocals since the end of Pitch Perfect 1, and now he has made a solo album. We just hear the angels sing, oh wait, that's him. Okay. Now, before we start this, I would like to say, I'm not completely non-biased, because let's be honest, I have been ranting about him to absolutely everyone who would listen. Well, I guess you could say, for forever. But anyway, let's jump into this review of Sing to Me Instead. It is very heavily pop influenced, that is obvious. And it's a pop album, so of course it would be pop influenced. But it's pop in a way that is new and interesting, because the music I listen to on repeat is not typically pop music, because to me it kind of all sounds the same, uses the same 4 chords in the same order, and like lyrics that are about fickle things, and his is so different. He's like amazing because he mixes a diva sound with an indie sound. So let's say we tried mixing Beyonce and Sam Smith, and now we have Ben Platt, and I feel like that is who he wants to sound like, and it shows. It's amazing though, because I don't think anybody has really tried like making an album in this sort of style, so it sounds unique even though it is pop, and maybe that is what got it to #1 on the charts. Who knows? I can tell that lyrics mean a whole lot to Ben, because in every word it is dripping with emotion and feeling. And I think lyrics are the heart of the song, because lyrics are what make music a song. If you did not know that, that is true. And so his writing in the lyrics is just so clear of how strongly he has felt about everything he's writing about, and it shows, and you can hear the emotion when you listen to his songs. It made me cry. It probably made you cry. It made so many people cry, even people who haven't felt the emotions that it's talking about. Now, my only real negative note, well, I have 2. My only real negative notes are about a little bit repetitive and a little bit too much. So what I mean by that is Ben is a fierce riffer, which means he moves his voice up and down and riffs a lot. And I mean, Beyonce is his favorite singer. Of course he's gonna riff a lot, and he's very good at it. So that's another reason to do it all the time. But sometimes I feel like it overpowers the real meaning of the song. And we get it, you're insanely talented, but sometimes that's not all that matters when you're writing something. Because this is your project, this is your baby, and we want the meaning to show through and the talent to show through without one overpowering the other. And I think that's what happens sometimes, and I think that's what happened on New. New was a bit repetitive because it had a good hook, a good chorus, and then that chorus never ended and went on for like the whole rest of the song. And that is my only negative note. And I'm taking off 0.2 points, I guess. I would like to say that I noticed the theater references. Not yay for me, yay for you, Ben, because you put theater references in your songs. You probably like, I bet a bunch of theater kids are listening to my songs, so we should put some theater references in. And as well, I'm a theater kid, so like heart to heart with the theater kids, I'm like, yes, man, please do that. I'm not going to break down every single theater reference that I caught in the songs and the album, but I would like to say that I noticed them. Everyone, write down in the comments if you noticed the theater references too, and we may talk about them, because I need someone to talk about them with me. let's move on to me. Because everyone loves talking about themselves. No, I'm kidding. But my favorite song on the album was Grow As We Go. Grow As We Go resonated with me very deeply because I felt everything that he was talking about, and it's just such a complicated situation. And I think adding the interpretive dance made it even better because it wasn't a clear representation of what you thought you meant by your words, because it's poetry, and poetry has multiple meanings depending on who's reading it or listening to it. So I think it was perfect the way you did it, because the metaphors in the dance mixed with the metaphors in the music, and we could tell exactly what you meant, but also it could mean something different to us in a similar way, if you know what I mean. And I think that is wonderful, and that's why it's my favorite song. Some runner-ups are Runaway, so sweet. I love it when people write about their family. I think it's very sentimental, and he clearly loves his parents so much, and his parents love him so much. It's a beautiful song. Another one is Share Your Address. I think Share Your Address was a much needed breather in a very serious album. There's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of heartbreak, there's a lot of mortality in this album, and Share Your Address was a little picker up, or like, oh hello, my mom says that he needs to lighten up and sing about something happy for a change, and I think that was what happened in this song. Another one is Bad Habit. It was the first one that I listened to. I think it was the first one that was released, and it's an amazing song. And here I'm probably sounding like I'm backpedaling with the riffing and the belting comment, but I think that Bad Habit did it perfectly. It started slow, it built up into this peak of wow, and then it went slowly back down, and the emotions where the roller coaster was perfect. A wonderful format for a song. So my final review is a 9.8 out of 10. Those of you who think it should be a 10 out of 10, please don't come for me in the comments, because this is my opinion and everybody has their own opinions. This is the end of the video, but I have another thing. I would like to do a cover of one of the songs on this album. Tell me in the comments if you think this is a good idea, and if yes, please tell me which song you think I should do, because I would like to know what you guys think. Please like and subscribe if you like Ben Platt, if you like singing, if you like music, if you like me, or if you like nail polish. See ya!